you release some baggage. Again, baggage is not going to be released after one episode. It's not going to be released after you read one book. It's not going to be released without you doing the work. So make sure you are doing the work and that you're focusing on that. But there's some techniques to help you build your self-esteem to get you to that point. Number one, you need to identify your values and use them to guide your decisions. Moving forward, we're not making decisions based off the past. If there are people in your life that do not match your values, we have to distance ourselves from them. We have to, because you have to make those changes in your life in order to live according to what your values are. And failing to adhere to your values is actually a leading cause of low self-esteem. Think about your circle. Think about millionaires. Millionaires hang out with what, guys? Other millionaires. No offense to them. They're not hanging out with me. I'm not a millionaire by any means. Although I would love to have millionaire friends to look up to, millionaires want to hang out with people that meet their goals and their aspirations. And if your circle doesn't meet those, you've got to find a new circle. The second piece of advice is reject perfection. I have a very hard time with this. I would consider myself kind of a high functioning anxiety perfectionist. I have to be busy at all times. And after going through therapy for a really long time, I realized at the very beginning where I was really busy, I was doing things for other people so that I could seek the external validation. But now I do feel my schedule. My schedule is very full. I still feel like I have the high functioning anxiety because I still have to be busy. But I'm doing things that I want to do. I'm doing things that fulfill me. I'm doing things that bring me value. I'm doing things that are making me happy. Whereas before, I was trying to make everybody else happy and I was just trying to be perfect for everybody else. And I realized I wasn't perfect. Nobody's perfect. But if you're trying to be perfect, you're going to fail. If you consistently fail at living up to the standard, your self-esteem will also suffer. So lower the bar to something achievable and give yourself the chance to be pleased with yourself. I understand a lot of people think that success just happens to people overnight. But you have to understand success is going from one failure to the next and never giving up. You can't be perfect if you fail. So you have to get over that. So reject the perfection. Number 3, volunteer. Spend some of your time helping others. There's so many civic organizations, volunteer organizations, school organizations that are always looking for help. It's also a great way to show that you're a kind and loving and giving person. And it helps you actually see people in a different light. And it makes you a little more humble. Because once you do see that there are less fortunate individuals in the world, it kind of brings you back to a reality. So that you look at your baggage and you're like, wow, that weight that I've been carrying, it's not really all of that. I see these other people carrying around all this baggage. Your main goal should be, how can I either help them or either how can I help myself? So find an organization that serves a cause that you feel empathy for, because that's going to bring you back around. And number 4, the biggest piece of advice, the biggest, like if you got nothing else out of this podcast, this very first episode, in 2024, we are managing the way we talk to ourselves. I used to talk so bad to myself. And a lot of it had to do with a previous relationship that I was in where I was told I'm not good enough. I'm absolutely ugly if I did not wear makeup. I was told nobody likes me because of my personality is too much. I was just told so many lies. But because I felt that I was in love, that was the norm, and it's not. That person was actually insulting me. But I took those words and I began to insult myself. And there was a really good period in my life, about 3 to 4 years, where I believed it. And I would not show up in an authentic way. I would not show up in happiness. I lived in a state of anxiety because I was always thinking about why this person is judging me, or why are these people that I'm around that are supposed to love me judging me? I would spend all day insulting myself. And so it was really tough to feel good about myself. And I know people do this. There's no way that you can permanently shut down your inner vocalizations, but you can manage them. You know, the best example I can give, I was driving to Dunkin', shout out to Dunkin', and I was just sitting at the stoplight and I was thinking, I should just quit my coaching. Nobody likes me. Nobody's following me. Maybe I am ugly. Maybe I am too much. And then as I was pulling into the parking lot after the light had turned green, my brain was like, wait, that's not true. This person loves you. This person just booked you. You just sold 15 books. This person absolutely loves your business. This person loves your social media. This person loves that you coach their kids. And so I had to retrain myself to negate the negative talk. So yes, it's still going to happen. Even me, I've been trained the last 3 years to work on myself from the inside out, right? But I still have those thoughts, those inner thoughts that are just like, you're just not good enough. But what is more powerful than having the belief that you are? You don't need anybody else's approval to do what you want to do. I'm going to say that again. You do not need anyone else's approval to do what you want to do. Moving forward in 2024, if you want to start a business, fucking start the business. Moving forward in 2024, if you want to write a book, fucking write the book. And moving forward in 2024, if you want to get a divorce, freaking get a divorce. Moving forward in 2024, we're not taking shit from anyone. We're working on ourselves for ourselves to be happy with ourselves. Fuck everyone else and what they think, because we're building self-confidence along the way. We're releasing baggage. We're releasing thought patterns. We're releasing negativity. We're releasing bad energy. We're releasing bad business. We're releasing bad business partners. We're releasing everything that's not good for us. Well, thank you for joining me, because you didn't have to be here on your day off. January 1, 2024, starting a new life, starting a new adventure, starting a new journey, and you're starting it here today with the baggage claim. Stay tuned for the next episode.